The following episode may contain sensitive content. Listener discretion is advised.
Okay, welcome everyone.
Hello!
How is everyone doing?
Brr!
It
It's
is-
cold out there.
There must be some taros in the atmosphere.
Yeah,
Can you believe I know that shit? As a
It's
foreigner?
fucking freezing. Yeah, I mean, listen, I get it. I'm like, okay, it's December. We're getting into winter. It's going to be cold, but fuck.
It is so
Like,
cold. It's
dropped.
cold for us that are in the south. You know?
Yeah. Well, especially Miami. You told me the temperature, and I was like, that is cold.
Like, what's
Like,
wrong?
I don't even remember it. Yeah, I don't even remember it getting that chilly. Like you said, like 49 degrees.
Yeah, this morning. And it's been like
That's
it's
insane.
been like we get like last week it was cold for a few days and then we got a little warm.
Yeah.
And then it's been cold since Monday. We record on Wednesdays. And it's going to be like warm on Sunday. Then it goes down again.
So it's not like you're getting a cold front.
No.
Like it's up, down, up, down.
Climate change, man.
Yeah. When
it's a
people say
thing.
that it's not real, and I'm like, seriously? Okay. Okay, flat earther.
Yeah. Oh, God. It's embarrassing.
I'm sorry, they're the same type of people who think that the Holocaust didn't happen.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
They're
Read a
like
book,
crazy
people.
conspiracy theorists. Yeah. Sorry, like tinfoil hat.
100% like in that movie with the aliens that they all had that tinfoil.
Signs. Right? Is that in
Signs!
Signs?
Yes. So good. How are you feeling?
Oh my gosh. Not 100%. Obviously, like my
You
voice is still a
sound
little,
way better.
but so much better. Like I'm not really coughing, which I think is what was killing me, and that's why like my voice got so scratchy.
Yeah.
The cough was a bitch. Like I'm like pretty like 99% sure I got bronchitis.
Yeah. Oh,
Because that just
baby girl,
yeah.
I'm so sorry. That
I
sucks.
no, that's not your fault. It just is what it is.
I'm just
Working
sorry
with the
you went
public
through that.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it was a bitch.
Oh, God.
Being sick fucking sucks. But you appreciate it when you're healthy.
Oh my God, it's so sad. It's so sad
Yeah.
that I was like, I miss being healthy when I get sick.
Yeah.
I'm like, why
Yeah.
do I not appreciate that being healthy as
You
much as
take
I
it for
should?
granted.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yep.
for sure.
Yep.
But I'm much
Well,
better, so
how
thank
are we
you for
doing with our
asking.
vitamins intake? Are they still not happening?
Oh, yeah, that's
Come
the thing. Like, I
on.
don't know how to take care of myself.
Just buy a little vitamin bottle and just have it at
I
home at
know.
night when you remember. Because if it's in the morning,
It's-
that's not going to happen.
True. And it's all about routine. I think most people are routine people where it's like if you start doing something every single day,
Yep.
it just becomes habit.
100%.
So,
Why don't you?
I have to
You
do
can
that.
also. Do you have water in your nightstand? Like, do you take?
Yeah.
You put that little thing right next to your bed. That's it. It's gonna be
Yeah.
staring at you when you go to bed, and you're gonna be like,
That's
"I guess
true.
I have to take you."
Right. I mean, I take birth control 10
Oh,
p.m. every
come
single
on.
night.
Yeah,
So when
you
I
can
take my birth
definitely do
control,
that.
I should just take the vitamin. So it's like no babies and healthy body.
Healthy body. Yeah, there you go. Win-win.
Oh boy. But
Yep.
I'm better, so thank you.
That's
How has your week
good.
been?
It was good. How? Wait, we didn't talk. How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, my goodness. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. It was, I'll be very short. It was really good. It was just myself, my mother, and her brother, my uncle, Bob.
Yeah.
So he came over and
Did a
had a nice dinner.
meal?
And yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, it was
okay.
nice. Yeah. Good. How was yours?
I went to my uncle's in Pembroke Pines, and we had a great time. You know, Dominicans kind of like go full out in the layout of the table. You know, we had a great time. We drank, we ate. It was a feast, which I love. I love when they do that. And everything was really yummy. And I wanted to keep eating, but I was full. You know, and you're like, you're like trying to make decisions there because I'm not bringing that food home, you know?
Yeah.
It's not in my place, and I'm not going to have the leftovers the next day. So, yeah. But we had a great time.
You didn't bring Tupperware or anything?
No, I didn't. I mean, I feel like she would have given it to me. Like if she wanted me to take some of the leftovers, because that's my aunt and uncle. They're great.
And she said, not this time.
But they didn't say anything. So I was like, oh, they must want their food this time, you know.
Okay.
I also feel like they were like,
right.
you know, my other cousins were there, their mom, their grandma, you know.
Big group.
So,
nice.
yeah, it was, but we had a great time. And on Saturday, Trey and I went to see Gladiator 2.
Oh, how was that?
Yes. Oh.
That's how it was.
Yes, exactly.
Celebrate
good times. Come on. For the listeners, if you're not watching us right now, balloons just came up on the screen because I did 2 with the peace sign and just...
That's the only thing. I forget that we are doing a podcast and people can't see the video.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I've listened to us sometimes. I'm like, they have no idea what's happening. Oh, God. Yeah, so we just got balloons on the screen after I said Gladiator 2. But it was really good. It was really good. I mean, Pedro Pascal is just... great him. Like he's such a good actor, and we've seen this for a long time, but especially I feel like in Game of Thrones we saw it like big time. Right. I didn't know there were
Paul Mescal. I love him.
Paul Mescal was great, but let me tell you who was awesome.
Denzel Washington.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, he was amazing. But I feel like we know he's amazing, you know, like
That's
I feel
true,
like he has his own category. But I can't remember the name of the twins. The actors that play the twins, which are you know, the ones controlling the empire in the moment. These 2 actors, I really hope they get nominated. Because I fucking hated them. And
it was like a Joffrey moment where you're like...
I'm going to tell you right now how it felt like. It felt like the twins were Joffrey and Ramsay. Them 2.
Yep.
I like literally said that while we were watching it. I like turned around and I said to Trey, it's like watching Joffrey and Ramsay in this fucking show, in this movie right now.
Wow.
And talking about Game of Thrones, the Mountain is in it. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I saw somebody else from Game of Thrones. I can't recall. It wasn't really planned. Like Trey wanted to see it, so he was like, "Honey, let's go." Like, we got tickets, and it was great. I really liked it. I love Gladiator 1. Like it. Has this really special place in my heart because it's like one of those soundtracks that I fell in love with too. Like I love Hans Zimmer composition in that movie.
Does he do the score for this?
I didn't look it up, but there was. Okay. I mean, if he didn't do it, there was like it was his base. You know, a lot of his melody that was created for the first one. But I think he did it.
Because Ridley Scott did this too. Like he directed this one as well. So I feel like sometimes like directors want to keep working with the same people. The woman who was in it in the first one.
Yeah, she's in the second one.
She's in it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks the same.
Oh my god, I was like, who the fuck is like her injector? She's just looking great. She's wow. Yeah. Trey was like, no, she's not. She looks young. And I was like, you. And then he was like, oh, it's her. And I'm like, oh, I told you. You know.
Yeah.
She looks amazing. She looks great. I recommend. It's really well done. I kind of like that. It's like a different story, but it's still about a fighter, you know, because it's Gladiator, you know, you won the Gladiator. So, and you obviously fall in love, like, with the Gladiator friends, you know, like, it's really good. So we did that this weekend, and it was nice. I was going to say something. Oh, I have a corrections corner here. I was... While I was editing the podcast today, I was like, oh, I was so wrong about that because I looked it up. So basically, Bridesmaids wasn't nominated. You were right. So the Oscars doesn't have a category that is like comedy or musical. It's basically Best Picture what they have, period. But they were nominated for an Oscar as Best Screenplay. Bridesmaids. Okay. Yes. Okay. And then
which is still a big deal.
Oh my god.
It's like I feel like comedies
is huge. I think think that's why I got it confused. And you were also right about Golden Globes because they do have those two separate categories and they were nominated for that too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. That's fine.
So yeah, I just want to put that out there because I like
that you're not perfect.
I'm not perfect, guys. Only sometimes.
Most of the time.
Yeah, I try. Thanks. No, but for real, and I looked it up, and it was just nice to see because they did have that category in 1929, best comedy / musical, and they only did it for 1 year, and that was it. I know. Oh, I was like, I wonder if they'll ever bring it back because we're getting more of them, you know.
Oh, I mean, and like with all the streaming services.
Yeah, and it's also hard to compare, you know.
Yeah. Right.
Now, I wanted to bring up this because I thought you would get a really good kick out of it.
I'm nervous.
Okay, so I'm just going to go into a wicked hole right now. So I saw this TikTok. Okay. And tell me if you've heard about this. It's like my nightmare cast of Wicked.
Oh.
So it's like the worst people you could cast.
Yeah, I love where this is going, and I am very intrigued.
So
give it to me.
This one made me laugh so hard. And I'm so sorry if you guys get a little offended by this. You know, it's just a little like comedy, and it's one of those like TikTok comedians, you know? Right. So the first one was Alphaba, casted by, the one that it would be cast would be Wendy Williams in her recent condition, which is awful. That one didn't make me laugh. You'll know which one made me laugh. I was like, so people are terrible. I know. I feel so bad. That's sad. Yeah. But then Glinda as Amy Schumer and letting her improv. Then as
tampons would be mentioned at some point.
Exactly. Then Fiyero, Matthew Morrison. Are you ready?
I feel like that wouldn't be bad because he was on Glee.
I know, but it was too much. He can
sing.
You know, it's just like he's our Glee guy. You know.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
Are you ready for Madame Marvel? Jojo Siwa. I don't know why That killed me. Yes.
Her stomping her feet
all
around.
All I thought was the hair. That's all I thought about because, her transformation. Then the wizard, Will Ferrell.
Okay.
Professor Dillerman, James Gordon. Wait.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the last one? Nessa Rose. Abby Lee Miller.
I thought you were going to say Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Oh my God, that would have been good too. But the Abby Lee Miller one, I was like, the internet has no chill.
With like the neck brace too?
Yeah. I said, thank God for the creation of TikTok because these people are nuts and they don't care.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
But when it got to
Wendy
Nessa
Williams.
Rose, the way I laughed out loud.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's also like, Nessa Rose's character is really hard to like, really, really hard. And that's how we all feel about Abby, And Abby's in a wheelchair,
Yeah.
So I
God.
know.
Going to hell.
It's just hard to like, So,
yeah.
Oh, God. I just needed to bring that up through recording because I needed to see your face through that. I was going to send it to you and I was like, no, just tell her during filming.
Well, thank you, because now I'm picturing Jojo Siwa, Madame Marble.
Wait, and then I found out a fun fact that I don't know if you knew. Because I found out literally like the next day after we recorded. So in the Osda scene, which is the scene that we'll talk about for the rest of our lives, Ariana Grande only rehearsed the dance in the moment like 4 times because she said, I don't want to know it. I want to learn it while we're filming.
Oh, so it was like more organic.
Mm-hmm. Which is a beautiful choice. And then she said also that when they did it the first time, like, it was really like painful. And they were scared they were not going to get that on camera, when they were rehearsing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, but when they started filming, it just got even better. And they said that the wiping of the tear was improv, and that stop was right in front of the camera. Like it was like a beautiful fucking lineup of things, like when they stopped, the camera was right there in that, and her tear was coming on, and she like that was improvised.
Yeah.
And Ariana said that they could hear a pin drop while they were filming it with all the people there. I was like, that is beautiful. That's amazing.
And I think not rehearsing it, so also like everyone else doesn't know what to expect. So you're in the moment. Mm-hmm.
And the choreographer said
obviously it's important
that he wanted to make sure it looked like Elphaba was doing all these movements for the first time in her life too. Because it was a moment of setting herself free, and knowing that she'll always be like the underdog, basically. So I was like, wow. I don't know. I'm like, if they have a doubt of anything, thinking like that they did not reach this moment, I can tell you right now that they got there many times, because the second time that I watched it, I felt the same thing. So beautifully done. Yeah.
Wow, that's just so impressive.
It's so impressive. Yeah.
Like the choices that they made, and like I said, it just felt, I'm gonna say it again, just so organic and sincere. You know, because I feel like the wiping of the tear, like that's something that if Cynthia was really crying, then I feel like Ariana Grande would do.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, yes, a character choice, but also...
Yeah, and also like to build that trust that she's like wiping her tear and Cynthia's not stopping because something was done differently. You know, you're just flowing with it. It's just, fuck. Brava and to these two actresses.
Yeah, and I think that's the power of having done live theater. Is that you go until that director calls cut.
Yep. I think so too. Like, that's true.
Just go with the flow. Yep.
Wow. Didn't
Beautiful.
even think
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, it's like new information that I just found out about, and I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to tell Tracy.
Right. It makes you appreciate it more, and like I want to watch it again. So
I know, me
now
too. I'm like, when can I go?
Yes, I know.
I might go this weekend again because it's Art Basel this week, and I just can't. Exactly. So if for the listeners, I live in Miami. Art Basel, it's like Art Week here, and there's just events everywhere. All the restaurants like do themed dishes, and you know, like the whole thing, and it's just a lot of people fly in, and it's too crowded.
Rich, pretentious people who come in, like it's not even like cool people, it's snobs. Sorry.
That's true. Yeah. No, you're right. You know what I just realized? We have not introduced ourselves 20 minutes in.
You would think that we'd be on top of it at this point.
No, we're just living our best lives here. Judging.
Exactly. We're just so excited to get into things.
Welcome to The Show Must Go On.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tracey.
And I am Nikki, and we're actually here to judge. You have been listening to us judging for the last 20 minutes. We just remembered to introduce ourselves, but we're so glad you're here listening to the two of us bitch about everything and appreciate many things at the same time.
Exactly. A balance,
you know. Two things. I appreciate water. I appreciate Wicked. I don't appreciate Abby Lee Miller.
Yikes. Yeah. Are you almost done with
Dance
Mom?
I finished season 7. There's a season 8, and it's after she comes back from jail. But I don't think I'm gonna watch that. I don't know. I haven't decided. Okay. I finished it like days ago. I honestly, the only reason I would want to watch it is to see if she's still a bitch.
That's what I was going to say. Did jail change her at all?
I don't know.
Humble her a little bit?
That's what I was like. I was like, maybe I want to see that. I want to see if she like healed herself through it. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Having to drink toilet wine, I think that'll do it for you.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
God, that's true. Are we ready to like talk about what we're discussing today? Is there anything we need to cover? Yeah.
I mean, there's like been a couple of trailers out. Like the big one is they have the live action of Snow White. Like the trailer came out for that.
Come out. I saw that. Yes.
So I am not like a huge Snow White fan.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
I mean, it's
my
also
favorite
really
Disney
old.
movie. It's really old, and the story in general is just sort of like to me.
Yeah. It's not magical. So, not that magical.
Right. I mean, I am intrigued to see it, especially because Gal Gadot is playing the evil queen.
Yeah.
And I do enjoy her. I liked Wonder Woman.
Oh, she was great.
Wonder Woman 1984. So this should be interesting because she's never played a villain.
That's true.
So
that's true. Yeah. That would be interesting. We'll there was something else. Oh, that Moana's box office.
The second one.
just
insane.
Like,
it was like
so
227 million in a weekend.
You know what? That was so funny because I went to the movie theater that time to see Wicked the second time. I was like, why are all these kids here? I was like, I'm hoping they're not going to Wicked, because I was like, I cannot have kids watching this next to me while I'm like bawling my eyes out.
They're all seeing Gladiator too.
Right. No, but they were all there seeing Moana, you know.
Yeah.
I'll
like
see it eventually, probably when it comes on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, yeah. I saw on Disney Plus, Moana is the highest streamed movie.
Holy shit.
I know, I was surprised, like more than Frozen or Frozen 2, because I feel like with the kids nowadays, like they love that shit. So, yeah, I saw a statistic that said that Moana is the highest streamed movie.
Interesting.
It's my mom's
I had
favorite.
no idea. Oh.
My mom loves that movie.
I really liked it, and I think I saw it like once.
I like it. Yeah.
And maybe if I saw it twice, it's because someone else was watching. I was like, oh, I'll watch, you know. And you know, it's Lin-Manuel Miranda's music, so
the music is
good.
Great. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, like that was like another piece of info. The Moana box office, Moana 2. It's like double what Wicked did. It's like Moana, Wicked, and Gladiator is like really, really low.
It's like 55 million.
I mean, it's not low. It's not.
I know.
Low.
We're like, oh, 55 million.
It's low compared to.
I will never see that much money. Ever. $1 million even.
Yeah.
Forget it.
It's low compared to, you know, the Wicked and the Moana.
Right.
Yeah, and I did you get your Spotify wrap up today?
I haven't looked.
Okay, I looked today, and oh my god,
Taylor Swift.
It was Taylor Swift. No, but this is not the worst part. I love Taylor Swift, and I'm just saying the worst because it's like my personality. My top 5 songs were Taylor Swift too. No variety. Yeah. I had five top artists. 5 top artists. They were different. Can you imagine like old Taylor Swift? 5 top artists. But my 5 top songs were all her. All of them. From her latest album.
Guess what?
I'm really proud.
You're not the only person.
That's true. I can
guarantee.
I'm in the 0.2% top. Really proud of that. But my my top 5, I'm such a pop girly. It was T Swift, Beyonce, Ariana, Britney, and Calvin Harris. And I swear to God, Calvin Harris is because of my classes.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. I mean, your job is all about music.
But the top 4, so. I'm like, yeah, that's actually what I listen to. I'm like pop through and through. All the way.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other night. Random thoughts that you think of. And I was like, I feel like my taste in music, because I feel like several years ago, listened to like a lot of rap. And then now it's like more pop.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of music. Pop girlies now. Like really good.
Yeah.
Like we have Sabrina.
I know, I do like Sabrina Carpenter.
She's
like
so
I've listened to her. Yeah.
She's so good.
Yeah. Did you hear her and Barry broke up after a year of dating?
No.
I know. I really think a lot of the times these relationships, it's like they're so busy. I mean, she's touring. He's making movie. Like his career's been going really well.
Like you have to have an insane amount of money to make it work, because like if you think of Travis and Taylor, it works because they have so much money that they can book flights, like they can make it happen, you know. Like if you're brand new, and I'm sure they both have, you know, crazy amount of money, but compared to the rest of the world, but you know, it's probably a lot for them to be like, you know, and they're both soaring right now. You know, you can't just like be like, okay, bye, I can't do this right now. They're not bosses of their own time, at least not yet.
Right.
You know.
But
I didn't know that. I really liked them.
I know. Cute.
Yeah.
Cute together.
She's really, really talented. So I can't wait to see where music takes her. Okay, 30 minutes in and we have yet to talk about.
I know.
Fuck. Okay, it's okay. Well,
we'll get into it. So.
We're here then. Let's do it. Anything else?
No.
No?
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I need to shut the fuck up myself. Okay.
I mean, I'm sure we could keep talking about other things, but
yeah.
We'll give the people what they came for.
Exactly. Hey guys, guess what we're judging today? Is another holiday movie from Netflix, but it's with someone.
And number one right now.
The number one, and it's someone we've known since she was like 4 or 5 years old, not in person, through the TV. Just saying. I mean, I wish I knew her. So we are discussing today Our Little Secret with Lindsay Lohan. Oh my God. Girl.
I can't believe she's a mom.
She's a mom, and please, her injector, here I come again asking for this information. Whoever is doing her Botox and, you know, her fillers is just a beautiful human being, because she looks so fucking good.
She looks good. Yeah.
Like in the premiere, did you see her? I was like, what?
Yeah.
I want in. Like, what's that fountain of youth, please? I know fitness
tell
is
me your little secret.
I want to know about the face, because there's no fitness for face. So I want in, please, please.
I get it.
But yeah, she looks amazing.
She does look really good.
Okay, so I'll read you like a quick little synopsis of it. So the movie's called Our Little Secret, and its two resentful exes are forced to spend a Christmas under the same roof after discovering that their current partners are siblings. Oh, it's playing in theaters too. I love that.
Is it?
Yeah. In theaters and on Netflix. Okay.
Okay. Good to know.
Well, right off the bat, I'm going to say this is way better than last year's movie. Do you remember last year Christmas movie that she did?
Oh, the Falling for Christmas?
Oh, my goodness.
I thought that one was fun, though. I liked it.
I mean, listen, it was fun, but the writing wasn't, like, it was too cheesy, the writing.
It was more on the Hallmark side.
Yeah, this one was, I gotta say, Netflix is, like, picking it up a little bit with these movies. Like, okay, we'll write a little bit better. Or, like, hiring better writers. So I was ready to be like, it's gonna be okay because of last year's Falling for Christmas. Or Falling, whatever.
Right.
And I was pleasantly surprised. You know? I
thought it was cute. I liked it.
It was so cute. Everyone in the cast was really, really funny.
I mean, fucking Kristin Chenoweth, Tim Meadows.
Oh, my God.
I mean, you had a good cast.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
It was really good. I will say, so my only thing is, I know this is a Christmas movie. However, I feel that if you changed some of the scenarios, you could make this any holiday.
Oh, this could be Valentine's Day movie.
Valentine, Easter, 4th of July.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So, like, that was
the
my
only one
thing.
that was, like, on theme was Hot Frosty.
Exactly.
Because
like, that is
Frosty.
A winter Christmas movie. Although, I will say, Mimi Next Christmas, like, that did feel like a Christmas movie.
Because of the music, probably.
The music and like the snow and the atmosphere, and it's Christmas time, and you could just kind of get like a feeling from it.
Yeah.
I don't know, just with this, it just sort of felt like a movie that takes place at Christmas.
Got it.
To me.
I mean, listen, it doesn't say Christmas in the title. It says Our Little Secret. So
That's true.
You know, And it in the description, it's like they're both forced to spend their Christmases. So I don't think it's about Christmas. Now that we're just saying that, it just takes. That's what fair. You said. It takes time during Christmas.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about it. I wouldn't say that I fucking love the plot right away. I feel like the whole thing is like there were exes, and then you fucking like see each other again after 10 years is what they said.
And not talking.
And not
ending in a good way.
No closure.
Like, it wasn't an amicable breakup. Yeah, no closure.
Oh my God.
A failed engagement in a way.
When she's like, don't do it. Oh, God.
And he does it anyway.
Hammered, too.
I mean, she warned him. Yeah, she warned him. She said, don't do it.
I loved when she said that he was doing the moonwalk at the restaurant. That he
I actually did laugh at that. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like, I'm not drunk. And she's like, you exited doing a moonwalk.
Right, yeah. Oh, he's drunk.
That's so
I did
funny.
think that was kind of funny.
So, and I remember this actor from Pretty Little Liars.
Okay, I don't think I've seen him in anything.
I don't remember the name of the show, but the original cast, and I really liked him. Okay. And he was like he would date the character of Lucy Hale in the show. Okay. So yeah, they that's like the first scene that they show us is like basically kind of like their breakup. They go out. It's her away, her farewell party. Yeah,
going away party because she got a job in London.
Got a job in London. Her mom passed away a few months before that, you know. And I feel like it was so selfish of him to be like, you're running away. And it's like, but it's also, this has taken me a lot of like therapy and reading to get better, to be like, that is her way of healing herself. That is her journey. You can't blame her for her actions right now. And how selfish are you to be like, oh, you're running away from me? The fuck? Who cares?
Right. He was taking it personally instead of thinking about her and her saying, everywhere I look, I'm reminded of my mother.
When she said that, I actually cried.
Yeah.
Which is really rare for me in these kind of movies. I'm a crier, but on those, I'm like, right. It's fine. It's cheesy, whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, because it can be cheesy. So you're like, But yeah, it is really sad because, you just think about like losing a parent is hard. But I feel like especially as a girl, like losing your mom is really tough. And, she's in this area in your life where you're still sort of trying to figure yourself out in your career and what you want in life. And for him just to disregard all of that and say you're running away. Like, dude. Okay, well, maybe she is, but you shouldn't hold that against her. If anything, she needs support. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, okay, if you want to go to London, go have this new job and we'll work it out. Like, if you really love each other. Yeah. And because the thing is
if you don't want to make it work, just let her go.
Exactly.
If you're like, I can't do long distance, let her go.
Right. Because the thing is, they've known each other since they were like
for
little,
so
right? Like
long,
grade school. So they started out as friends, and then I guess like in high school or whatever, it sort of blossomed into a romantic relationship. So that's my thing too. Is like you've known her for so long,
and you're still judging her,
right?
Yeah. It's
and in front of everybody. How embarrassing!
Oh my God!
I mean, for him. When he said like the comment about like her mom or whatever, and everyone was like, gasp.
Literally gasp. So fucked up. I also like that when they started the movie, it was all like drawings. I thought that was really cute.
Animated. That was cute.
Yeah. And then we kind of see her like be a successful person in London.
Well, they have that crazy ass montage
Yeah.
In the beginning, because they have to sort of go through 10 years, because it's 2014 when that happens.
I liked that too, that it was like what's happening each year.
I liked it too. I know some people were like, oh, they're bringing up the craziest things where it's like legalized gay marriage. Stranger Things is number 1 on Netflix.
Oh, that's great. I love it's all pop culture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, but these are the things that we remember. We remember Harry and Meghan's wedding.
Oh,
come on.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So we remember Squid Game coming out.
Oh my God. Which comes out in January. Or no, December.
So season 2.
Actually,
December.
This month.
26th.
Yes. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. I'm going to be stuck to the TV. Can't wait.
But I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I loved it.
And it's
I loved it. And like the last one is like Taylor Swift. And I'm like, yeah, that pretty much makes sense because it's pop culture all the way. Everything that we like see on social media, celebrities. Love that. That was a great montage. I loved it. It kept us updated that it was 10 years.
Exactly. Right. And then now fast forward, we're present day. She's back in the city.
Yes. Yeah.
So she's not in London anymore.
Exactly.
But she's a business consultant? Is that what I'm getting?
Yes, that's it. It was kind of like a marketing consultant or like PR. It was one of
She was
those.
very busy. She was like always on the phone doing stuff. So she's obviously successful, which is great. And then we see her with her luggage and like a bottle of wine, and she's gonna go meet her boyfriend to go to the parents.
Yes, yeah. She stops and visits her dad real quick. You know, no hugging. I don't know if you noticed that there was not one hug in that moment. I was in my Latina girl inside of me and outside of me was screaming. I'm like, how are you not hugging your dad right now? Right. You know, they're moving, they're gonna sell the house, you know, whatever. So goodbye. And they go in to the boyfriend's parents' house. And right away you can tell the mother-in-law's behavior and how it's gonna be, where it's going.
Immediately she's so snarky, where she's like, nice jeans.
And the bottle, the wine bottle,
it's a twist top.
It's a twist top.
I would have left. I would have said, I have diarrhea, I have to go.
I love that the boyfriend was like stop it, like it's okay. Like, don't worry.
You see, I mean, he's such a mama's boy, though.
Oh, God.
I mean, obviously, you could tell, that's her favorite child.
100%.
So, give mommy a kiss.
Oh, my God. Gross.
You know?
Don't say it like that.
So, he's already going to be on his mother's side. Which, that's got to be rough. Because then, I mean...
Mommy issues.
It makes... mommy issues, but also then if it's not going 100% well, like trying to impress the mother-in-law, and you tell your significant other, like, I don't think she likes me. Oh, it's all in your head. That's not true.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You know, they're gonna defend their mother.
Yeah. And through this Christmas gathering or whatever that was, because I'm like, I don't think that was Christmas Eve yet. It was like something. They do like their quote unquote Secret Santa situation. Or
they like pull the person they're gonna get.
They get their names, and then after that,
$50 too. Can we talk about that?
I know that's a lot. That's a lot.
Kind of, especially like if I'm walking in and I don't know these people.
Anybody, But also, right before that, we see that they see each other, and, you know, it's like, what the fuck are you doing here? What the fuck are you doing there? Like, we're pretending we don't know each other, you know?
Oh.
You know, it's like, just keep playing this game. And then they, like, when they, like, go in the bathroom, And she's like, everyone's going to be thinking about us having sex.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got to make it quick. But I have a question. So do you think, because she's the one who, when she sees Logan, that she's like, hi, nice to meet you. Mm-hmm. Like, they don't know each other.
Yeah.
And I think she does that because she did not hit it off with
the mom,
the mother right away. So it's like, I wonder if she had been cooler, like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. Mm-hmm. And then Logan shows up and then be like, oh my gosh, hey guys, funny story. So like, we used to date, but we haven't talked in like a decade. Like thinking, you know, it's not as big of a deal.
I mean, yeah, but then movie's over.
I know. Of course. Yeah, I know there's no movie.
But I see what you mean. I would have been one of those people that is like, oh my God, yeah, we dated like 10 years ago. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
But then we kind of see the dynamic in the family, which I like really liked, you know, to see they have that the youngest brother is a disaster.
Oh my God.
Then we have the middle child who's like just living her best life without thinking about anything. And this is why we see that Avery's boyfriend is the favorite one. You know? Cam, because everybody likes him, you know, and he has a job. He's charming and successful.
And, successful.
And, you know, he has his shit together, and it's kind of always like that, you know. So we kind of see that dynamic in their family and the family's friends that are kind of part of the family too. They've known them since they were little. We see Cam's ex, friend from since they were little. Yeah. That was so confusing from the beginning. I was like, wait, what, did they date? Like, what's going on?
So the impression that I got is it was like Logan and Avery in the sense that they were like childhood, like they grew up together, and she moves to Australia. And then that's like, why becomes a doctor and all that stuff. But I felt like I could see from Cam that he is attracted to Sophie.
100%.
So it's like
you could touch tangible. What's that? Tension.
Palpable. That he is undressing her with his eyes. And she was gorgeous.
Oh my God, so beautiful.
Don't really blame them. But yeah, right away you're going, oh, no. Like the way he's looking at her. And I also
like that I don't know, I didn't look up like who directed this, but it felt like that intuition from a female's point of view.
She sensed that shit. She was like,
it's like how we feel like I'm like, who's that right away? Like you get that sixth sense that comes out of nowhere. So I really like that they like gave us that point of view. And then they kind of like tried to like deal with each other for like 4 days or 3 days, you know, basically the whole Christmas holiday, you know, and they kind of make a deal. Basically, it's like, you help me, I help you. He has to do this proposal.
Quid pro quo, baby.
He has to do this proposal for this business that he would like to get, and she wants
for Stan, which is like the family friend,
and then
because he's a contractor, I guess.
Yeah, that's
like real estate.
Yeah, I think it was a contractor.
Yeah,
and then we see we see her wanting help with Cam's mom. With the bitch. Oh God, Kristin Chenoweth can play everything and anything. She's so good at it.
She was so good. I loved it. I love when it's like the first night and they go to bed and Lindsay Lohan is like walking down the hall and it's the pictures, the family portraits that have been painted, and it's just like spotlight on Kristin Chenoweth, and she's like, she never ages.
But also the irony of her saying she never ages. I'm like, girl, you don't either.
I know.
Like, your face looks amazing. Thank you.
She does look good.
Who's your injector? Thank you. Yeah, like, oh my gosh, so amazing. And then they make that little deal. She kind of try to help him and then I kind of like that she says to him, like, no, like, do what what you like to do, like, do your own designs and all that. And he's like, no, because my boss wants this and that. So he kind of does like 2 proposals, because one of them she has in her email. So I think he does like one that is like his point, like what he would like to do, and one that is like the one that he's gonna show, because of the company that he works for. Right. And we did have our little like Easter egg from Mean Girls, when she says like, "Oh, so you think she's pretty?"
Okay, yeah. That's what I thought.
Yes.
When she said that, I was like, immediately thought of Regina George.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's like, she's tall, she's pretty. And he says something like, I don't think she's that tall. And she's like, oh, so you think she's pretty? I was like, ooh. And she delivered that so well. I was like, you just took me back real quick.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Also, again, the female intuition of like, well, I caught the fact that you mentioned her height, but you didn't correct me on saying that you didn't think she was attractive.
Yep. I love that. It's so good. And then they get that Christmas tree. Logan kind of gives her credit for it.
Which is very sweet. She gets high. Off the gummies. Okay, so she's wearing this like little coat that I guess wasn't warm enough, and Logan is like, that's not gonna work. Here, wear this. And it's Callum, who's the youngest brother, who's a mess. Wear this. And she's like, no, but he brings it with him anyway. So they get to the Christmas tree farm, and it's too cold. So he's like, put this on. So she puts it on, and she keeps commenting how hungry she is. And she goes in one of the pockets, and she's like, oh my gosh, gummies. I don't know about you, but I knew right away. I was like, they have weed in them.
Yes, yeah. Also, like, when I want a snack, I don't want gummies. Like, no.
Fuck no. I'd rather have a granola bar, but...
I would have preferred she would have found a brownie,
Yeah.
Just eat that one brownie, like, in a package,
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah. Also, how could you not taste that they're laced with THC?
God. I'll never forget the last time I had that, and then I had to teach. I had it the night before, and it kind of kicked in the next day. And I was at work, and all I wanted to do, Tracy, was either run into a wall or go to sleep. Right. It was like I was on this anxiety peak that I didn't know what to do with myself. And I'll never forget, like, I called Rachel, because she was the one that gave it to me, and I was like, you fucking bitch. I don't know what to do with myself right now. It was horrible. It was a really bad high, because it like really kicked in the next day when I woke up. No.
Yeah. Well, this is Lindsay Lohan. She's about to get a bad high.
A really bad high. She's at church, and
they go to the church,
and he tries,
and she's gonna do a reading.
That's like the worst nightmare.
Yeah.
And she kind of gets away with it, because they sing Celebration, and she says,
which I kind of loved.
I love that she also said it's like a fucking baby shower for Jesus.
I love when she goes, line. And the priest goes, Bethlehem. I did think that was actually really funny. She's like, right. And everyone, all their friends come together, and then she starts reciting the lyrics. Of Celebration.
Yeah.
Which I actually did think that was really funny.
That was so funny.
And then afterwards, the priest is like, I just want to thank you.
Yeah.
Because now, like, we have people who want to come, and, like, the kids want to get involved, which I guess is, like, the whole point. And she's like, great, thank you.
Oh,
Kristin Chenoweth is kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
What did the priest say? The priest dissed her. He was like, basically, to the people who only come like once a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she was ready to like fucking say something. It's like, she doesn't even go here.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, she's so high that she basically eats half of a container of cookies.
Which Cam told her, don't eat my cookies.
I just can't believe
before they knock on the door. She ate a dozen. And they were big. They were big cookies. It's not like they were little. They were like half-pound cookies, I swear.
And she just fell asleep after that, right there on that counter. That's how high she was.
That's true.
And then she finds out that those cookies, oh God, are going somewhere, and they're gonna get picked up.
Like a cookie exchange, yeah. So she's like, fuck.
And she tries to blame the poor dog.
Veronica.
What
a name for a dog.
Grown-up name.
I know, I saw the cookie and I was like, that's a chocolate cookie. And she's like rubbing it in the dog's mouth near his fur. And I was like, no, that's chocolate. Don't do that.
Oh, God, when she says,
Poor
like,
Veronica.
We got to take her to the vet. And I was like, this is not good. But once they're at the vet and they said how they're going to basically pump this baby's stomach, this dog's, I was like, no.
I got scared.
That sequence of events, I was like, oh my God, this is like the worst thing that could happen to somebody.
Yeah. Where you're like, fuck.
Yeah, but she can't catch a break.
She could not catch a break, but she handled it well. It made her look good, where she was like, what was the mom's name now? I can't even remember. But she says to Kristin Chenoweth, she was like, you don't need to see this. I'm going to take care of this for you. Like, just, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll be the brave one. It's okay.
Oh, God, that was funny.
Kristin Chenoweth leaves, and then the vet comes in, and she's like, so, here's the plan. Yeah. Little Veronica did not eat all these cookies. Mm-hmm. Can we just pretend that you pumped her stomach? Mm-hmm. And it's fine. And he does. And then I love when he straps her with that bill.
And she's like, I'll take care of it.
$1,400. Mm-hmm. That's probably the most expensive lie of her life.
Yep. I was like, ooh, that was expensive. And I also, I laughed a lot with the sounds that she was making. And I was like, those are definitely not the sounds from, the dog getting the procedure done. Oh, my
Woof, woof, woof.
And to see Kristin okay, so the mom's name was Erica. So to see Erica's face, like, what the fuck is going on in there? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So good.
That was kind of funny, yeah.
And then
so they get home.
Yeah.
Things are good. Erica's like, okay, well, maybe she's not so bad. Look at our hero, Avery. Mm-hmm. And then, is that when Logan and Avery go into the bedroom, and then Callum overhears them?
Yes. Yeah.
And he's like, so let me get this straight. You guys used to date, and you didn't actually poison the dog. You lied about that.
Yep.
Now, if you don't want me to spill the beans, you got to pay the piper.
Such an asshole.
I love when he was like, give me your phone. And I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. I got really scared.
And the fact that he was like just calling them whenever he needed something. I was like, they are on duty. Well, also to get picked up when he was wasted.
Exactly. Play chauffeur.
My gosh. Well, let's talk about that night out where they they kind of go to the bar, and she has to go to her house to get the keys for the realtor, and before she leaves is when she realizes that her boyfriend is in love with somebody else, or that has a thing for somebody else. And
because they're the body language, because she goes outside to take a call and she looks in through the window, and just the way he's leaning into Sophie, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You know, like, you can tell that he's into her. I know, I felt really bad for her.
I know, it really broke my heart.
Fucking guy.
Oh. And then, Logan is really nice, and he offers, to take her. I'll go with you to the house,
which is an hour. Which, I mean, that's a little bit of a drive.
Yes. Yep.
So. And
then they get there, and this like kind of magical moment happens between them. Of like her basically telling him like everything here reminds me of her, and just that intimate moment of connection, which just like tells you why they were in love in the first place. And
she like leans her head on his shoulder.
It was so sweet. That moment was so sweet, because sometimes you don't want to overdo it, I feel like they portray that really well, of like, okay, like, let me show you that they still have a connection here, and it's still...
And the history that they've shared. Like, you can tell that there's been all these intimate moments with them.
And that they trust each other,
Right. And in this moment, it's like they're remembering what it was like 10 years ago, you know, when they were in love.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I really liked that part. And then they kind of like, go back and they're buying the Secret Santa gifts. And I guess Logan tries to tell her like, hey, Cam got home super fucking late, and she's like, why can't you just let me be happy? Which is, it's really easy to judge, because I was like, just listen to him, But it's also, I've never been in a situation like that where I break up with a guy and then like that guy is like telling me shit about my current guy, like, I don't know. I don't want to know how that would feel. Because
you could say, oh, well, he's just being jealous. He's trying to sabotage my relationship. Right. So, like, trying to see where she's coming from.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I guess all their gifts get mixed up.
Oh, well, Callum, again, basically blackmails them. And he's like, so I didn't get a Secret Santa gift. And you're going to give me yours. So Avery's like, fine, you can have mine.
Yep.
And it's for Erica, for the mom.
Yeah.
And right away I was like, oh no. Because when he goes in the closet and he's like trying to figure out which one it is.
Yeah.
I was like, oops.
Ooh. And then that whole moment right there, I think it was like to have basically the whole cast in that scene, because that's the moment where what's the name of Logan's girl? I mean, well, that's the moment Erica brings Logan's parents into the movie, into the scene. Logan's mom and grandma.
Oh, right.
And that's basically what creates the chaos there. It's like Logan's grandma is kind of like probably like near dementia.
Yeah. That, and then also we forgot to mention that
the other couple,
the father and the friend wife, they're having an affair, and Logan catches them in the closet.
So he has to keep that secret too, aside of Cam's secret, getting home super fucking late.
Right.
Actually so, early in the morning. So
it's like, yeah, this whole scene is sort of like, obviously it's going to be a just shit coming out of the bag.
Are coming undone.
Yes, exactly.
So we see Logan's mom and grandmother arrive. The grandmother right away is like, Avery,
is that you?
Yes.
She's like, oh, she's crazy.
Yeah, but how does she know her name? Oh, God.
Right. And then they go, oh, well, how do you know her? And she goes, oh, So it's like, okay, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget. So you're like, okay, maybe they can ride this a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm. But then she's like, but I know these two have done it many times.
Oh, when she's like, I caught them in the car like jackrabbits.
Oh my God, so embarrassing.
Yeah, how do you come back from that?
Yeah, you can't recover it.
I know. Yeah.
So after that, kind of like everything unfolds. So we see them telling them like we dated, and it's like, oh my God, the end of the world. Why didn't you tell me? Cam is being the most hypocritical person. Being like, what happens now? Da 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 da. And every question he asked, I was like, you just want to break up with her, and you just found the excuse for it.
Right.
And then we see the sister being like, fuck you, pretty much. I don't want to know shit. You've been lying to me. Her name is Cassie.
But I was going to say there's C names.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, Cassie.
Cassie is like, fuck you. And she's like 12. So it's like, bro, like, shut up. This is just a casual boyfriend.
I was like, did she like run out of the room?
Yeah, she left. And
yeah, she's like,
and the whole thing that that Erica's thinking that he's going to propose to her.
Yep, I forgot about that because he was trying to distract Erica at one point, and he was like, I need to talk to you about something. So, of course, I guess as a mother, you immediately go to, he's going to ask for my blessing.
Yep. And then
he was like, oh, no.
And then Callum basically says, like, this bitch ate your cookies, not the dog. So it's like everyone is coming.
And they're having an affair, and Erica's like, oh, I already knew. And it was like, he leaves me alone.
And he's happy.
And he's happy. Works for me.
Yeah.
I love that she like didn't give a shit.
Didn't give a fuck.
I mean, she was kind of terrible to him.
Oh, yeah. But you wonder, like, was she like that because she knew?
That's true.
Like, we don't know the background, so I would like to assume that.
Yeah.
And then we also, see that they kind of go their separate ways for a few days.
Because she packs up her shit, and Cam is like, oh, you're leaving. And she's like, is there a reason I should stay?
Yes. Dude, I saw a full-on TikTok. It was Lindsay when she's crying, and it says when the Botox is Botoxing, because there's not one wrinkle on her face when she's crying. I was like, dude, that's exactly how I want to look like. Not one line. She looks so good. That's
funny.
It's so funny. And then they kind of
go
she
leaves.
Separate. She leaves, and Logan is like, what can I do? And she's like, nothing. Like, I'm fucking done with this
and
shit.
he says, doesn't he say like, can I call you? And she goes, no. And then gets in the Uber and leaves.
Also,
and then Cassie's there.
I forgot about this. She confronts Cam about Sophie, like what happened with you and Sophie, and he doesn't say anything.
Right.
And I love that they left it like that. It's like up to our imagination. And she's
no answer is an answer.
Exactly.
Let's be honest. Like, she knew, and he was just evading.
Yep.
So
she leaves. She kind of like spends New Year's with, her friends,
coworkers. Yeah.
And then he's like with his mom and grandma.
That was cute. They're on the couch. Oh, Happy New Year. But I love because when Lindsay Lohan, like, they do, oh, Happy New Year. And it's like everyone around her is kissing and she's looking at them. And it's like, you can tell that she wishes that she would be kissing someone too.
Yeah. And then I feel like after that is when she remembers the project.
Right.
Logan's project, and she has it in her email, so she prints it out. She goes to Erica and she's like, if you have any ounce of respect basically for me, can you please give this to this guy?
I love, she's like, I know you don't like me, but this is for Logan, who I know you do like, so please help me. And I love that she's like, and I'll come back every single day until you do.
Yep. Oh, can't wait to watch Freaky Friday too. So, like she kind of makes it happen for him. You know, they have that meeting and Stan sees like the original plan that he had, not the, and he's like, I choose you. I want you to be the one that makes my project, the community. And he says,
and then
like,
Stan says something like,
you have
tell Avery to stop going to Erica's. So then he knows that she was involved with making that deal happen.
Yeah. And then he shows up. What happened there? Like, how does he show up?
So when she had gone to the house.
Yeah. Oh,
and they were sitting there having the moment, and he popped it into her head of like, you should buy the house. And she was like, oh, no. He's like, I mean, you said you imagine having a family here and living here, so like, you should buy it. So she ends up buying her childhood home.
Yeah.
Yes. So
and he shows up to the housewarming, and he basically doesn't propose to her, thank goodness, but he says like, can we give this a try? And
she's like, are you gonna kiss me already? Yeah.
And then I like that we see at the end that Stan and Erica end up together. Because
I thought that was funny.
I know. He's like, let's go, baby.
Yeah. And she seemed like happy. Nice. Like she waves to Avery and
she tells her not to eat all the cookies.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess some things work out for a reason. So
I liked it.
Everyone got their happy ending, and then they do the like animation at the end of them getting married.
But I have a question for you. Do you think that family was a little bit incestual? Like a little bit? Like that family with the other family.
Totally uncomfortable. Like around them. I'd be like,
I was like, what is going on? Why is everyone hooking up with everyone here?
Yeah. Gross. No, I know. Yeah.
A little bit. I was like, oh, it's kind of incest here.
Right. They're keeping it in the family.
Oh my gosh, they truly were. Yeah.
Ugh.
I really liked it. I kind of liked that, you know, that I like the plot. I like the twists. Because in the closet, I didn't think we were going to see them too. I thought we were going to be seeing Sophie and Cam in there.
That's what I thought too, that he was going to really catch him.
Yeah.
And then when it was the dad, I was like, oh,
shit. God, no.
Yeah. Oh, I love when she got upset and she starts speaking in Spanish.
Yeah,
and then
he's
like,
Dominican.
Starts speaking in Spanish. And he's like, I didn't know you spoke Spanish.
I know. Oh, God.
So I mean, he was like, that was good. So, yeah, I liked it. I thought it was fun.
I thought it was super cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thumbs up. I'd say go watch it.
Thumbs up. Same.
Yeah.
Same. You have fun facts?
Yeah, I only have a couple. There wasn't a lot.
Let's hear it.
So Lindsay Lohan did sign a 3-movie contract with Netflix.
Okay.
So her 3 movies were last year, that Falling for Christmas. Then she did Irish Wish, which I think came out during St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, I have not seen that. Yes.
I haven't seen that one either. And then, obviously, this one.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Interesting.
The Morgan family home was filmed in a replica built on stage with the front door and the patio filmed separately.
Oh,
The exterior of Avery's childhood home and Logan's childhood home were filmed in Atlanta's Decatur neighborhood. And the interiors were built on a stage. So that's a sound stage.
Okay.
And then Avery's Atlanta apartment was filmed with a large custom backdrop of the Atlanta skyline.
Damn, that looks real.
Which pretty good, yeah. Because I actually thought it was real.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So
I was like, wow, that's pretty
I'm actually
cool.
impressed with that. Yeah.
Oh.
And then I saw an article with the screenwriter that she was interviewed. So I was like reading a little bit and I just thought this was kind of interesting. So the script was from Haley DeMonicus. And she's...
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. And I just thought it was interesting because she said that she worked for 13 years in public relations and marketing.
This is her first experience.
And then around the pandemic, she was like, maybe I'll switch careers. And then in 2021, she was like, I'm going to make the leap. And in like a couple months, she wrote this.
That's amazing. That's super cool.
So good for her, because that's really hard. And like people are in the business for years.
Yeah.
And they pitch ideas constantly, or they try to find someone to pitch ideas to, and nothing works. So the fact that she was able to get a movie made, and like Netflix too, I think that's a big deal. So good for her. And I mean, it's a cute movie.
Yeah, it is.
And good cast. So.
Wow.
That's it though.
That's really interesting because I when I looked up when I was like looking up the names, I like clicked on the writer and I was like, let me see what she's done. And I was like, oh, wow, that's pretty successful for a first timer. I hope she gets many jobs because I did like the twists and like, you know, the unexpected things that kept happening.
Right. And I think she said in the interview, like she's working on some other projects and it's in the like romantic comedy that she just likes that.
Okay.
That genre a little bit more, which I mean, I think you could categorize this as a romantic comedy.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
So,
rom-com all the way. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'd be interested to see what else she'll do. So.
Okay. That's cool. All good with them? Like nothing else, right?
No, that was it.
Okay, ready for the Rotten Tomatoes score?
Oh gosh, let's hear it. I'm scared.
Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 36, which I don't think is fair. I think they could have gone higher.
Yeah.
The audience gave them a 61.
Okay.
Yeah. And then IMDb gave them a 5.8.
Oh, okay. That's for IMDb. That's pretty good because that's usually
IMDb's weird.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Wow, a 36.
One of the top critics said it inspires no emotional investment. It has no interesting characters. Offers zero chemistry between the stars and not the slightest bit of a reason to be anything but bored. These people are rough as fuck, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is harsh.
There was somebody that said, well, I was entertained by Our Little Secret. There were so many missed opportunities that would have taken the film from pretty good to pretty great. Enjoy it for what it is, but enter with low expectations.
Okay.
And then, while Our Little Secrets is a decent movie, undoubtedly the best of Lohan's 3 Netflix films, it's only a sizzle reel compared to what she could do next. I agree with that. I mean, we're also happy for her comeback, and I can't wait for her to do like something like bigger and more serious, you know.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I was gonna say that, did you notice, it bothered me a little bit that when they would have like Logan and Avery would have a conversation and it's like a serious moment and his eyes would just get really big like the whole time when he was talking to her. Did you notice that?
Well, he used to do that in Pretty Little Liars. Or Pretty Little Liars.
So that's an acting choice?
I think that's just him.
Or he just has very like wide eyes when he gets excited. Because when he would talk other times, it wasn't like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just like in like intense, high emotional, like he like look into her soul.
Yeah. He used to do that.
And it would distract me. Yeah. I was like, dude, you know like, why are your eyes so wide?
Like, for being like a WB actor, I think Pretty Little Liars, let's see. I think it was Lifetime.
I think it was on Freeform.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Which is ABC Disney affiliate.
Yeah, it was from Freeform. I think it was great for like as an actor for something from that network, you know?
Yeah. No, I didn't have a problem with it. I think he's fine. It was just his eyes got really big. I'm scared. Oh, boy.
I was scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
dude.
Ian Harding, I think is his name.
Yes, that is his name. But yeah, Ian, you can close your eyes a little bit.
You don't need them
when you talk to someone. You don't need to.
They're good enough. Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, you were fine, honey.
Yeah, I give it 2 thumbs up. I feel like it's a good holiday movie, you know.
It had some funny moments in it. Yes. I laughed.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think there was some sweet moments too. So,
damn, we might be really gentle with them. Well, the thing is, at this point, I'm just so happy Lindsay Lohan is back. You know, I'm just so happy for her, and I'm so, you know, excited for what's coming for her, but I'm also like excited for her personal life. You know, I know she's a mom now, but it's just like all those years where she felt lost, you know, that must be hard. And I feel like we're seeing that with Britney right now, that she feels, you know, she was under someone's control for so long. Now she needs to heal now. Now that she's out of it, now she needs to like heal and like find her way and, you know, try to come back to who she is eventually. But all that takes time.
I read something today that said that she fled to Mexico.
She said that in one of her Instagrams, she said that she moved there because, but the paparazzi kept putting pictures like that she was wearing a Jason mask or like something, and then she said that she had like a thing in her. She says like, I didn't have that, and then she says she had a thing in her hand, and she's like, but my friend gave me that thing, but I'm also like, I haven't seen one of those pictures. Mind you, I'm not saying that they don't exist. Sure. But I'm like, stop looking for them. You know, stop doing this to yourself. But I can't say 100 million solutions for her.
I mean, she's probably so traumatized.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the paparazzi were fucking brutal on her. Like, I can't imagine trying to just be in my home and, like, I can't leave without people shoving a fucking camera in my face and judging me about how I drive and how I'm a mother and how I'm a wife and how I'm a girlfriend and how I'm a performer and just judging every aspect of your life. You're too thin, you're too fat, you're too this, you're too that.
It breaks my heart.
So bad.
And it's like, I can say like, oh, she should go to therapy. I'm like, she can't trust anybody, at least not now, you know? And
right, because I think she was going to a therapist at one point, and they were like in cahoots with her dad, and
like
giving her all the medication.
She had the mental health hospital that she was submitted to. Like, there's so many things that it's like not okay, and it's gonna take her a while. But just to know that it is possible for them to come back and, you know, maybe be a little more centered on who they are and not have control of like their parents being on their shit. So it's like, it makes me hopeful for people like Brittany, you know. I'm like, maybe Amanda Bynes eventually, you know. Yeah.
I know. That's another one. So, didn't Lindsay Lohan have like a nightclub restaurant in Mykonos?
Yeah.
They even did that MTV show. So, okay. That's done. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Well, now she's making movies.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, she was still trying to find herself back then.
Listen, I get it. Sometimes you just gotta go through those things, and I feel like her becoming a mother, like I think for a lot of women that changes your outlook on life, because you're not just living for yourself anymore. Like you have this other person. So
oh God, it's like give up everything that you are and. This is your life now. Yeah.
But I guess that centers you. You find purpose, whatever. So it brought her back to us, too. Because now she's making movies again. And we get a Freaky Friday, too.
I can't wait. I know. I'm, like, so excited for all these things. Like, I'm like, I know she's going to have projects and projects and projects. So.
Yeah.
And once Netflix has you, like, you're in. So.
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, this was like a 3-movie contract, but who's to say that that's not going to, like, her sign another one to do movies, so. Good for you, Lindsay.
Well, that was a fun movie. We do recommend. I give it 2 thumbs up. I'm sure Tracy does too. It's a good movie to watch with your family. Yeah. Nothing awkward, nothing uncomfortable. And this is basically our season finale.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe season 1 finale. We'll be back in January, but this is so exciting. We're going to take a little Christmas break. Yeah. I'm so happy that we did 45 episodes on season 1. Who the fuck are we? I don't know who we are.
I'm proud of us. And like we released episodes every single week on the same day. Every Thursday.
Who are we for 45 weeks? I'm so
I've
proud.
never been this consistent in my life.
Me either. This is going to pay off. You'll see. I'm so pumped.
I hope so. I mean, I can't take vitamins every day. And here we are.
And there you are doing a podcast on a weekly basis. But vitamins. I know.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, gosh. So if you can, guys, please listen, review. You have, if this is your first time listening, you have 45 episodes. Usually the title of the episode is a movie, film, TV, documentary that we reviewed. We love doing this. We really, really do. And we can't wait to come back in January, which is going to be awards season too. So.
Oh, that's true.
So exciting.
2025. Oh my gosh.
God, oh my goodness.
Halfway through the decade.
Jesus. Okay, talking about Jesus. Happy holidays, everyone.
That was good.
That's a good segue.
Happy birthday, Jesus. Happy Hanukkah.
Jesus.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Hanukkah,
whatever you
Happy
celebrate.
New Year's, everything. We've been so happy to have you listening, and I think that's it. We will see you in 20. We will talk to you
next year
in 2025. Yeah, they can see us.
Dang it! It's just because we're looking at each other. So I
know. Okay, well, goodbye, everyone.
Happy New Year! Bye.